It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Hey, welcome to it. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. There we go. Everyone get in there. I love it. Neil Anthony with us in studio and the lovely chef Zola Nene. She is lovely, we gotta say it. Sometimes.
Of course she is.
Sometimes.
All the time, come on.
Listen, give us a call, 08391333728 and ask your culinary questions. All right, we have a caller. From the get-go.
Get on,
Yes.
do it.
I love that.
Renee, good morning.
Renee.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Renee from Somerset West. What's your comment or question?
Okay, is there a different raising agent that I can use other than baking powder for baking cakes and biscuits?
Bicarbonates?
Bicarb, but there is bicarb in baking powder.
Yeah.
So you can also use
whip your egg whites,
whisk your egg whites or just aerate things, that type of thing. But yeah, if you're baking a cake, you do need some sort of chemical raising agent. You could use a combination of bicarb and like cream of tartar or something like that.
So baking powder and bicarb together.
Is there a reason why you don't want to use baking powder?
Well, sometimes it's what I found in the past is that it's not as fresh as it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, we just try to go with self-raising flour maybe as well.
Yeah.
Use self-raising flour.
Self-raising as well, but if you want to test your baking powder to see if it's actually active, pop some on a saucer and then squeeze some lemon juice, and if it fizzes, it's good to go.
Oh, great, thank you.
There's a good tip.
Okay.
Love it.
Keep it in the fridge, maybe.
Bang, just out like that,
Bang.
eh?
Bang.
Very interesting.
We're messing around today.
Listen, let's carry on. We got some beautiful meatballs.
We do.
Well, which looks like meatballs.
Yeah.
But the question came from Andre, by email. It says, wish to know the best way to prepare soya for a stew or even making meatballs. So that's not meat, it's soya.
That's not meat, so that's soya. So this is a really cool recipe for soya. So you just take some chopped coriander. So if you've got your sort of rehydrated soya mince here, just sort of rehydrate it in some cold water if you want and squeeze out any excess moisture. So a nice amount of coriander, a little chopped shallot, some grain mustard, some garlic and some chili.
Nice.
Pop that in there. Some good old tomato ketchup, a nice bit of sweetness in there, that's what that brings. Nice handful of salt.
Tomato sauce as an ingredient.
Yeah, of course.
I do that too.
Yeah, who doesn't? And then give it a really good mix. So give it a really good mix around, then mix it up really well. Roll it into your balls, cook them.
How do you cook them? In the oven or
fry them?
In the oven.
Yeah.
Pop in the pan.
Best to let the mixture rest before you sort of fry it or you roast it, just so that they stay together.
Firms up a little bit.
Yeah, try one. I know it looks like meat, but it's actually soy.
I can do this.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
why
good.
not?
There we go.
That's
and like
really,
what?
really good.
A quarter, not even a quarter of the price of actual
mince.
meat. Yeah.
All right, so while I enjoy my artificial meatball, let's take another question here. Do we have a call on the line? Sue?
Sue.
No, but Sue, okay, she did call in.
Okay.
She asked a question, says, my quiche always collapses in the middle when I take it out of the oven. What am I doing wrong?
Okay, so first off, you're probably taking it out of the oven too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
Because if it's still raw in the middle, as soon as it cools, it's going to dip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just bake it for long enough. I know that you always want to bake it until it's still
you
got a
wanna
bit of
have
a
that
jiggle,
little wobble,
but not like...
Yeah.
Whoa. It's got to just a little bit of
It's
like
doing that.
Yeah.
Don't take it out.
It must just be like... So cook it for a little bit longer. And also what you'll find is it'll dip if you aerate your custard mixture too much. So if you whisk your egg whites, or your eggs rather, very vigorously, then it's going to puff up when you bake it, and then it's going to fall when you take it out.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's never going to stay that high anyway.
No,
so
it's not. And listen, if your quiche has got a dip in it, just pop some salad leaves in there,
exactly.
and
it's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Spoon of creme fraiche, and
so
you're done.
if it collapses, it's okay. You can still
Good.
eat it as long as it doesn't do this.
Don't take it out when it's doing that.
If it does that, it's a bad sign.
Listen, we're going to be back a little bit later on taking some of your calls. 08391333728. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting.
Feel-good breakfast show.
Here we go once again, back to our Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting. You just interrupted that whole rhyme with that smack, man. It's okay. Let's try again.
Right.
Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Love it. Chef Neil Anthony and Zola Nene is at the ready to answer your questions. Call us 08391333728. Right. So I've just been whisking up a storm for some reason.
Yeah, well
but let's see if it fits in why I whisked up. Let's see. Question from Farzana Marfad came out of a Facebook. Good morning, Farzana, if you're watching this morning. Says, good morning. I would like to know why my cupcakes pulls away from the sides of the cupcake cups after a day, and how do I fix this in case I make cupcakes a day in advance for a function?
Okay, so there's many reasons why this could happen. First of all, if your cupcake batter is very oily, it's inclined to peel away from the skin.
Yeah.
From the skin, from the cups.
From the skin, which is like the skin at school. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cupcake skin.
So also it could be that your cups for your cupcakes are too big, for the actual cup that you're baking it in. So if your muffin whatever thing.
Muffin tray tin.
Your muffin tin.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't speak. Neil, you just tell the people.
So if your muffin... no, I'm lost as well.
So if your muffin tray is too small...
It's too small or too big for the actual cup that you're putting in there, your muffin cup will actually split from the cake itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's actually many reasons. You just have to make sure that you store your cups properly. You use the right type of tray. Also, don't use a mixture that is too oily. So if your mixture is oily, rather don't bake it in the cup and put it in the cup after it's baked, because then there's no real...
If you overwork your mixture as well, it might tighten up as well when you bake it, so that also might cause it to form, to
stick,
to pull away.
Yeah, and also if they're disfigured, obviously, it's not going to stick to the cake.
Okay.
Just make sure when you store them, put them in I put mine in a Tupperware, so that they don't get like mushed in the cupboard or mushed in the drawer, whatever, so they stay a beautiful cup shape.
Sure. Wow. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we are good.
I hope
I
that
got one more.
Did you get that?
Also, if you're finding the ones with the ridges are the ones that usually separate the most, you do get smooth ones which adhere more to the cake itself.
Yeah, and then you can sort of break them apart and then form a little plate.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, we have a caller on the line. Patricia, good morning.
Patricia.
Morning, how are you guys?
Good. Calling all the way from Pretoria this morning.
Wow.
Yes,
How's
I am.
Victoria?
Yeah.
It's a bit chilly, but we'll survive.
What's your question?
My question is regarding the muffins. I don't know if my mixing is it's not in the right quantities, but normally my muffins comes out really hard. I don't know if it's the butter that I'm mixing or the milk.
Your batter might be wrong. What are you putting in it? Are you putting like a load of nuts and raisins and stuff in there?
Sometimes, but I'm not really a fan of raisins.
Okay.
Yeah, if your mixture is very dense, then obviously your muffin will come out really hard. Also, if you're over baking it, it's going to come out really hard. So maybe for you, because we don't really know what recipe you're using, maybe try a different recipe.
Yeah.
And if the same happens with another recipe, then it is your technique.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to look at that. Yeah, so try to keep things very light and mix as little as possible when you're making muffins. Any quick breads you mix.
Yeah, you don't want to stretch that gluten too far.
Exactly. So just fold in until everything is just mixed together, then pop them into the oven. So try not to over mix, because that'll make everything tough and obviously a bit harder.
All right, Patricia, did you get that? All good?
Right?
Thank you. Have a lovely day further.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye. Have a lovely day. All the questions. Can you believe it? Listen, give us a shout. 0839133728. We have Chef Neil, Anthony, and Zola at the ready to answer your questions. We'll be right back.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only
Leka leka on your Wednesday morning. It's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. What are you guys up to? What is going on here that I'm
I love
missing?
being in the kitchen with Neil.
Oh,
It's
look how
just a
smart.
fun time.
He went from casual to formal in
Smart
just a
cash.
second. I love it. Listen, give us a call. 0839133728. That's the number. It's open right now. Ask your questions if you have any trouble in the kitchen. These two will sort it out for you. Zola Nene and private chef Neil Anthony. Right, so here's an interesting one. You played around with some bow ties there, but this is the question here coming through from...
Bringing them back, baby.
Dude, that's cool. Priya Singh says, guys, please, could you ask Zola how to make bow ties? Really can't seem to get them right.
Yeah, and also bow ties, they used when I was younger, okay, I'm not that old, but when I was younger,
What, last week?
they used to be in all Chinese takeaways and Chinese restaurants, but now I don't seem to find them.
So what is it exactly?
So basically, it's pastry, deep fried, and then soaked in a syrup. Sorry, Neil. Soaked in a syrup, but it looks like a bow tie. So it's folded like a bow tie.
And it's like a little dessert treat kind of thing?
It's just like an after-dinner treat. So yeah, it's delicious.
I never asked questions about it when I was younger. I just ate them because
I
they were
just
nice.
ate them too, yeah. So there's many ways to do it, but this is the most effective. Okay, so this is spring roll pastry. So you just buy it at a Chinese supermarket. Actually, supermarkets also now stock them in the freezer section. So just make sure you defrost it. Okay. So there's two ways to do it. So either you can just pinch it and form it into a bow tie, just like that.
Yep.
Okay. Or if you see how it stays together,
okay.
but this is inclined to sort of fall apart in the oven. Or you can take two together and then cut a sort of a strip in the middle like that.
Okay.
Then take one side and put it through the strip, just like this. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing?
I'm taking notes.
Mesmerized.
So then you can see, and then you just like make it into a bow tie shape, just like that. So this way it won't unravel so much in the fryer.
So you squeeze
then
together
in the
and
fryer,
then just deep fry
okay,
it.
Yeah.
and then fry them until they're golden. Okay, we do 2. Because Steph, the food assistant, did 1 at a time, and then she was like, actually, Zola, it's better when you do 2, so stick 2 together. Thank you, Steph, for that.
There you go.
Okay.
And then you dip it into a simple syrup, so equal parts of sugar and water. Okay, so 1 cup to 1 cup, for example, and then a squeeze of lemon juice.
Yeah, you can flavour
the
that with
syrup.
like cinnamon, star anise, or
Absolute
cardamom, or anything
vanilla,
like that.
even
Yeah.
whatever you like, and then you dip them as soon as they come out the oil into
Boom.
the syrup, and bow ties.
And then you have a little bow tie.
That's simple. That's simple.
Okay. Do you get different kind of varieties, different kind of...
No, bow ties are always pretty
flavours
pretty
or-
plain, but like Neil said, you can flavour the syrup and
you can do a little
change up the
sesame seed on
flavour.
there, sprinkle up as they come out. It's quite nice as well.
Or even a dusting of icing
There
sugar
you
that
go.
turn them into sort of a beignet vibe.
Ben-
But yeah.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
bow tie.
What? Am I missing something? What is going on?
Nothing. It's a beignet bow tie.
Neil's lost it.
Okay, listen, let's move on quickly. We have another question here from Halima Bibi. All right, says, hi. When I make sponge
Hi,
cake,
Halima.
the cake is very heavy, even though I have sifted the dry ingredients. What am I doing wrong?
You're over mixing.
Overmixing.
All your recipes wrong.
Or your ratios
Yeah,
are wrong,
ratios
but
are
the
wrong.
chances are you're over mixing. So when you fold, I've lost my spatula. Neil, will you pass the spatula? So Ewan was whisking this. So what you want to do is whisk your sugar and eggs to ribbon stage. So ribbon stage is, we need this to do a little bit longer. Ribbon stage is when you can run a whisk and you make a figure 8 and the 8
still see
stays
the 8. Oh, so
you can see it.
yeah, until you can see it. Okay.
You can
Then-
do it in an electric mixer, by the way.
You can indeed. And then sift your dry ingredients as you have been doing, okay?
Yeah.
And then
Boom.
pop them in there. And then you need a flat edge spatula or a metal spoon. And you fold. So it's a gentle...
mix.
Exactly, because you've
Yeah.
whisked in all that air. You want to make sure that you gently fold just until the ingredients are all incorporated. Make sure you go down the middle. So
Yeah.
usually people say you go like in a figure of 8, but like I just go scoop around and then cut through the middle and then lift it. Right? And then you just, that's it. And you can see the mixture is staying really light, but the flour is getting incorporated. Can you see that?
Okay.
And then that's it. As soon as it's all mixed together, into the tin, into the oven, and your cake will be
Bang.
light and amazing.
Love it. Listen,
Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. Let's quickly take a caller. We have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Valerie. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Thank you for your call.
Thank you. I got rye flour, and I want to know what to mix with it to make a bread.
It's a good
flour.
question.
Rye flour.
Rye flour? Bread flour.
That's right.
White,
Yeah,
white
wheat
bread
flour,
flour, because
yeah.
rye flour is very intense. I mean, the flavor
Yeah,
is
it's
very,
full on.
very strong. Also, you'll struggle to get the yeast to actually make it rise completely and make like a fluffy loaf of bread. So mix it with a bit of white bread flour, even cake wheat
flour.
flour
Yeah,
is
it's
also fine. And then you'll find that the yeast will react a bit better and it'll give you a lighter loaf.
Yeah. Otherwise, your rye loaf will. If you're doing 100% rye loaf, it's pretty.
Dense, yeah. Dense and
But only-
yeah.
Because only the white flour and yeast.
Yeah. And a bit
Absolutely.
of sugar and a bit of salt,
A bit
obviously,
of
to
salt,
activate that
as you
yeast.
would,
Yeah. As you would a normal
make the
bread, though.
yeah.
A normal bread. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Such
Thanks,
a pleasure.
darling.
Enjoy the bread.
Thank
Send some
you.
this way.
Enjoy the bread, send some. Love it. Well, there we go. That call, that number once again, 0839133728. Loving answer your questions. This is the Culinary Hotline.
Bling.
0839133728. Culinary Hotline bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
So for the very last time, we are jumping into the kitchen with our foodie Zola Nene and private chef Neil Anthony. It's the Culinary Hotline bling.
Ting,
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 ting.
ting, as we do on a Wednesday. We got a caller, Angela, on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Angela.
Hi. Hi.
So what's your question?
Zola, I need your help. I love baking cakes, and I bake a lot of cakes for children's parties and that sort of thing. But the recipe that I've got always seems to flop. It's made with butter, and I found that the other recipes that I've used in the past, which I can't seem to find, that use oil, they rise beautifully and they are light and fluffy and that. Can you tell me if I were to replace the butter in this recipe with oil, what would be the ratio?
Sure.
Okay.
Challenge
I
accepted.
would sort of melt the butter. Is it the melted butter or are you creaming the butter and sugar together?
Cream them together.
Okay. See, when it comes to baking, you can't just sort of straight substitute things because all the ingredients and the method work together in a very specific way to make sure that your cake is brilliant. So if the recipe you're using, first of all, flops every time, chuck it away and try another recipe because it's not worth, you know what I mean? It's not worth the trouble if you know it's going to flop. Okay? Then also in terms of substituting for butter and oil when it comes to cakes, if it's a melted butter, like Neil says, and substituting with oil, they're both liquid. So that's,
one-to-one,
you'll probably find that's not such a sort of a huge deal in terms of the spectrum of things. But if it's creaming method, you can't obviously cream oil with butter, with sugar. It's not the same thing. So you can't actually just take an ingredient and substitute just like that. It's going to have to take a lot of experimentation and making sure that it doesn't flop because at the end of the day, you don't want to go through the effort of making a cake and it doesn't work.
If you really like the butter one, get a really good butter recipe. And stick to that one.
Yeah.
Get a really good oil-based recipe, stick to that one.
Yeah.
And then just sort of use those as two really good bases. Yeah. Take your butter one, you can flavour it with what you wanted to, and then take your oil one and you can flavour it with what you wanted to.
And if you're making sort of cakes for kids' parties, I would go with like a straight pound cake.
Yeah.
So everything, I mean, it's called a pound cake because all the ingredients are a pound in weight, okay? And then it's easy to sort of measure and substitute. Yeah. And also those cakes rise beautifully. They hold for a really long time. They stay fresh for a really long time. And they taste really good. And you can decorate them. They're solid cakes, you know what I mean? So you can sort of do whatever you need to do with them. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Angela, I hope that helped this morning.
Thank you very much.
Angela.
Such a pleasure, Angela.
Have a good one.
Happy baking.
Have a great day.
Bye.
You too, darling.
Bye.
I can tell how passionate you two are about cakes, eh? It's like, all of the information, but that is how we do it on a Wednesday for your Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, 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 with our foodies. There we go.